You know, I sometimes wonder what would Biggie, what would Biggie be doing if he was still alive? If like I said in my previous a video about Tupac, like if Biggie was still alive, like hip hop would not be where it is today. Like you know, so I guess like I consider Tupac and Biggie to be that balance, that balance, those two elements that held Tupac, that held the elements of a hip hop and rap together. When those two died, it just opened the floodgates for all the fuckery and the disarray to come through the walls. You know, like when Biggie was still alive. When Biggie was still alive, shit was just popping. He showed what it's like to be lyrical. He showed what it's like for people, for you to have a certain look, but then you could spit that hot fire. Like when Biggie popped up on the scene, spitting that hot fire, it basically it made other people, dudes, want to step their game up, want to get their lyrical shit, want to pop that fire, want to be able to rap like Biggie, flow like Biggie, to go off the dome like Biggie. But unfortunately, Biggie just had that natural talent to just spit that hot shit, and nobody could even match it. Some like of course, like there's some rappers out there who be like, well, I can freestyle off the dome too, but like yeah, you can freestyle off the dome, but it probably wouldn't be like Biggie. Biggie never wrote anything down. He just had that natural talent. But unfortunately, 6 months after Tupac died, after he was killed, Biggie was killed. We lost two of the greatest. But see, he had Biggie actually had plans. You know, for one thing, he wanted to start a rap group called the Commission, which consisted of him, Jay-Z, and Charlie Baltimore. He wanted to create a rap group called the Commission, and he wanted to leave Bad Boy Records. A lot of people don't know that Biggie Smalls wanted to leave Bad Boy Records because Puff Daddy, now Diddy, was using him back then, and he wanted to get out of that loop. But for some reason, what's his name didn't want to let him go. And what happened? Like while he was on the verge of making a move of leaving Bad Boy, he ended up being killed. And then other people filled his shoes. Who was the main rapper that filled the shoes of Biggie? Jay-Z. You know something? Jay-Z was next in line after Biggie's demise. I guarantee you, like if Biggie was still alive, Jay-Z probably would have never been able to get those connections, hook up with make a record company called Rockefeller Records. He probably would have never ever been able to shake hands with Ciroc, Don Perignon, all of these certain type of brands that hate black people but yet make money off of black people. If Biggie was alive, you would hardly ever hear about Jay-Z. Jay-Z would probably be on the same level as Nas. Nas is almost up there with Jay-Z and Biggie, but for some reason he didn't blow up like the rest of those two. Like Biggie also had plans of Biggie Smalls wanted to create one of his own clothing lines, like that basically specializes for big and tall people, because some men who are big and tall have a hard time finding clothes in their size. He also wanted to open up a few restaurants, but unfortunately it was never meant to be. Even Biggie himself prophesized his death, like what's going to happen to him if he ever was killed or whatever, or if somebody ever took his life. Even he prophesied that. And unfortunately, when you speak death, it comes knocking on your door. That's kind of unfortunate.